Hello everyone, today's video is on how to trust people. Hello everyone, today I'm going to talk about the very important topic of trust. Trust is what sees you get through life and really helps guide you. The Tao is about trust, the way is about trust, but how do you do it? And as always, I'm going to start with a quote. Love all, trust a few. Shakespeare 1616. Now Shakespeare, I mean, this guy was not just a poet and writer, he was a divine entity. He said things like, nothing is good or bad, but thinketh make it so. I mean, that's zenith, you know, that's taking all the teachings of the Buddha and Jesus and putting it in one statement, that your mind creates reality. And here he's talking about love all, but understand that you can really only trust a few, because people will break that trust. Doesn't mean you should stop loving, you love all but trust a few. And it talks about the natural essence of life and being let down, and how that's inevitable, that people will let you down and your trust will be hurt. So I want to go through the viewer question. Hi Hadron, your videos have really helped me over a long period of time now. I've watched every single one. That's fantastic. There's a few now, so that's a few hours of your life that I appreciate you devoted to me. Don't forget to share with any friends that might also need assistance. My boyfriend cheated on me after proposing. Okay, I can understand that could be incredibly painful, especially after making the commitment of proposing. Now I can't even think about meeting a new guy or starting a new relationship. I can't see myself trusting enough to ever get to this point or giving my heart away. Therefore, I don't see myself ever being able to be happy. Can you help with this, and do you have any tips? I think relationships are amazing. I think finding other people you can share your life with is incredible, and I think that people come in and out of your lives and help, you just become the best version of you. I don't think that's the predicate for happiness, so I think that maybe we should think and look at my videos on happiness and purpose, because it can't come externally, it must come internally. But trusting is going to be really important. Obviously, you won't be able to bring someone to your life unless you trust, and that's incredibly important to you. So we're going to place a picture now up on the screen, and I'm going to explain this picture, and we're going to do a thought experiment to help you learn how to trust again. So what do we see in this picture? We see a remote country road, and we see a car, and we're going to assume this SUV is going about 90 miles per hour for my friends in America. I believe this question is from the USA. So he's miles per hour. And he's heading around a corner. Now, there's a reason why this person in this car is going 90 miles an hour and isn't paralysed by fear or anxiety that they're going to be killed, because we all know what would happen if another car came around that corner on the same side of the road. They're both travelling at 90 miles an hour, they're both dead, immediately and instantly dead at that sort of speed. But he's not the driver's not paralysed by fear and crazy. They're probably listening to their favourite tunes and kicking along and drinking their coffee. And the reason they trust is quite simple. There's yellow lines in the road, and those yellow lines are indicators that you can't overtake on these roads. Therefore, assuming that everyone's following the painted lines, he or she driving the car should be able to turn the corner and not lose their lives. Now that's an incredible amount of trust. Basically, the driver who's coming around the other side of the mountain, who they've never met, who could be a criminal for all they know, they trust them with their life. They won't overtake on those lines. Now, when you think about it, that's pretty intense, that we must trust, and we do trust regularly with our lives. We trust our lives to people we don't even know. Therefore, it goes to say that maybe we should be more open to trusting people in other situations that won't cost us our life. I mean, getting your heart broken is horrible, but you live on. So I think the concept of not trusting people with your heart when you trust people with your life it maybe helps create a little bit of balance. Now, I just want to ask though that to continue the thought experiment, let's say for example the person driving that car decided, no, I've had situations where people have crashed into me before, I do not trust these lines. They'd be paralysed. They'd never get to their destination. They'd be driving at 1 kilometre an hour or 1 mile per hour. Even if they were in a car, they probably wouldn't even get in a car because they couldn't trust, and therefore they could never travel to that destination, their life destination. And a video on forgiveness that I made is going to be incredibly powerful for you, and it was a similar situation. I believe it was a boyfriend or maybe even a husband that cheated, so very similar situation. Forgiveness is needed, not for the other person, but for you to move on so you can trust, because the lessons you learned from being cheated on after being proposed will make you more aware and understand that nothing is given. And you may really save your next relationship if you can open up and trust. So if you'd like to get my help on forgiveness and trust personally, we can have a one-on-one Skype session. Other than that, it's time to spin the karma wheel and share this video either through social media, like or comment on YouTube, so people that you know may have an opportunity to actually watch this video too and deal with some of the trust issues that may be manifesting and blocking them from getting to their life destination. Other than that, thank you and goodbye. And the Hadron Collider will see you next time on YouTube.
Yeah.